Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're digging into just one trading tip, but it's surprisingly deep. It comes from Mansi's Trading Tip 49.
That's right. And it really gets to the heart of something crucial in trading and maybe even more broadly.
Yeah, it really resonated. Let's share it. The tip is Boyko lost papache cut continue Boyko se profit FIFA gaga
hmm Which translates basically to if you understand how to take a small loss, understand that you will definitely make a profit in the long run.
Simple words, but profound, right? My first reaction was, well, nobody wants to lose money.
Of course not. But it's not about liking it, is it?
No, it's about understanding it,
Yeah.
accepting it as part of the process. So why is that so difficult for us, psychologically speaking?
Well, it taps right into loss aversion. We're almost wired to feel the pain of a loss more intensely than the pleasure of an equivalent gain.
Ah, right. So you avoid that feeling. You avoid admitting you were wrong,
Exactly. And in trading, that often means you hold on to a losing position way too long, hoping it'll turn around.
which can turn a small problem into a big one. I can definitely relate to that feeling. Even outside of trading, it's hard to cut your losses on anything.
It really is. So let's talk practicalities. What does taking a small loss actually look like in trading?
Okay, yeah. What's the mechanism?
It generally means having a predefined exit point for every trade, like a stop loss order.
So you decide before you even enter the trade how much you're willing to lose on it.
Precisely. If the price moves against you and hits that specific level, boom, you're out. Automatically, often. It takes the emotion out of it, or it's supposed to.
It prevents that one really bad trade from, blowing up your whole account.
That's the key. It's all about capital preservation. You have to protect your stakes so you can stay in the game.
Because you're never going to win every single trade.
Right.
That's just not realistic.
Not at all. Success isn't about a perfect win rate. It's about making sure your winners are, on average, bigger than your losers. And keeping those losers small is crucial for that math to work out.
So this tip is pushing a mindset shift, really, away from chasing constant wins towards rigorous risk management.
Absolutely. It's about playing the probabilities over the long run. You accept small, controlled losses as the cost of finding those bigger wins.
But, okay, here's a question. Isn't there a danger of setting your stop loss too tight, getting kicked out of a trade that might have eventually worked out?
Ah, yes. That's definitely a balancing act, finding that sweet spot for your stop loss. It depends on, the asset's volatility, your strategy, your risk tolerance.
So there's no single magic number.
No, unfortunately not. It takes experience, maybe some testing, to figure out what works for your approach. The crucial thing is having a method and sticking to it consistently.
Right, consistency. It seems like this principle goes way beyond just the stock market, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Think about learning anything new. You make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Small failures.
Yeah, you stumble. You have to be willing to look a bit foolish at the start.
Or starting a business. Many successful entrepreneurs talk about early ventures that didn't quite work out but taught them invaluable lessons. Those were like small losses, necessary setbacks.
That's a great parallel. It reframes failure, doesn't it? Small losses aren't the end, they're feedback. Data points telling you to adjust course.
Exactly. It builds resilience. The ability to take a hit, learn from it, and keep moving forward is fundamental to achieving pretty much any long-term goal.
So summing it up, this simple trading tip from Mansi is actually teaching a core life principle. Manage your downside, accept small setbacks gracefully, and stay focused on the long game.
Well put. It's about strategic thinking and understanding that progress often isn't linear. Those small dips are part of the upward journey.
Okay, so here's a final thought for you listening. Think about your own goals, whether they're financial, career-related, personal learning, whatever. How might your approach change if you fully embrace this idea? If you saw small setbacks not as failures, but as essential steps on the path to where you want to go. Something to mull over. Thanks for joining our deep dive today.